Hello everyone, we are back again, still on relationship series. Today we're looking at causes of insecurity in relationship. And before we continue, what actually is insecurity? Insecurity simply means uncertainty or anxiety about oneself or lack of confidence. That's simply what insecurity means. Or you can describe it as being unsure, unconfident, and anxious. I have about 6 points that I want us to look at, which can be some of the causes of insecurity. But before we go on, I want us to look at Philippians 4 verse 7, which says, "And the peace of God, which passes all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." That's Philippians 4 verse 7. In every relationship, even before you go into one, it's very important that you pray about it. And while you are in relationship, also pray. If you know that you have any sign of insecurity in you or anything that is really bothering you, I can see some pigeons flying behind me. I'm in a park, as you can see. Yeah, anyway, so you pray whatever you think is an issue that you may have, pray about it and ask God to direct you to a relationship, to somebody who will understand you and somebody who you will understand. So prayer is very, very key in every relationship. Okay, let us go into the 6 points I've picked out for us to talk about today, which can be part of some of the causes of insecurity in relationships. Number one is low self-esteem. You are a low self-esteem. Somebody with low self-esteem is always not sure, very unsure of themselves. They inaccurately expect rejection from their partners, and they sometimes lash out, in self-defense because they are assuming what is not there, or they are thinking of something that something in their head which they think their partner has in mind, but it's not actually true. So low self-esteem can be a big issue in a relationship. It can be a sign of insecurity. Number two is lack of trust. It's actually a symptom and a cause of insecurity. For example, snooping around, checking your partner, other person's phones, listening to their conversations, checking their pockets when they come back and hang their trousers or whatever. You check their pocket to know whether there's anything. Some even go to the extent of doing some other things, checking some other things that I don't even want to mention here. And you wonder, what kind of relationship is that? And some even go and ask people, oh, so and so say that they're going to such place. Can you check and make sure that they are there? And things like that. That's big lack of trust. If you're having a relationship like that, that's a sign of insecurity. There's no point. You have to trust the person that you have relationship with. You have to trust each other, that if they say that they're going somewhere, that's where they're going. That trust should be from the beginning of the relationship. So that's number two. So number three is unknown or unresolved mental health problem. People may have unresolved or even unknown mental health issues, and they don't even know, but they're displaying something that you wonder, that's not something not quite right. You can actually calmly ask the person, throw up a question and say, oh, well, and the person can actually open up to you, or they may not even know that that is going on. So, but by you asking them in love, they can open up and they can share whatever is bothering them, and two of you can talk it through and can support each other. So unresolved when we hear mental health, people will think, oh, it's a big thing. No, stress, anxiety, they're all under mental health as well. Depression and other ones, bigger ones, comes after. But stress and anxiety are common mental health that most people actually suffer without knowing it. So the next one is you are unsure if this relationship will last, so you keep focusing on the future without focusing on the present. You keep wondering, oh, I wonder where this relationship is leading. Oh, I don't know, I'm just imagining what the future will be like. Live in the present. Yes, when everything gets serious, yes, you can think about your future, but for now, live in the present, talk about the present, deal with the present, work on the present, and once you work on the present, then the future will fall into place. So unsure if the relationship will last is another sign of insecurity in a relationship. And the last one I want us to look at today is poor communication skills. Poor communication skill. I say that in this series we're going to be talking a lot on communication, various aspects of communications, and today I want us to look at poor communication skills as one of the causes of insecurity in relationship. Talk about your insecurities and your vulnerabilities and work through them. Talk about them and work through them. There's no point in hiding them or saying, oh, if I say that now, they may feel that way or they may feel that way. No, talk about them. And when you talk about them, use the word I. Don't try to use you. For example, instead of saying, oh, you are untrustworthy, say something like, I feel like I've been struggling with feeling of trust. Something like that is better than saying to the person, oh, I feel that you are untrustworthy. Then the person will start defending themselves immediately by saying, what do you mean? This and that. That may cause even more problem. But because you are the one that is feeling that way, find a choice of word to use and bring yourself into it, not the other person. That way you have used a better communication skill, and then the person can now come out and say, oh, no, I don't think so, or they can now become more supportive than when you say you. And once you say you, the person, you are like, you, me, what? Yeah. So we have to choose the right words. Poor communication skills can be a cause of insecurity in a relationship. So we have to look at these 6 points. There are so many, but I don't want this video to be too long. So these are the ones I picked up today that I just want us to, start thinking about. Number 1, low self-esteem. Number 2, lack of trust. Number 3, unknown or unresolved mental health issues. Number 4, past relationship comparison. You don't compare. Number 5, unsure if the relationship will last. So don't do that. Focus on the present. And number 6 is poor communication skills. These are some of the causes of insecurities in relationship that I picked out. I hope you have got 1 or 2 things from today's topic. I just want to round up by saying that relationships fail when people take their own insecurities and project them as their partner's flaws. That's when relationship can fail that way. So I'm sure we have got something from today. Next time we go through a different area, maybe we can look into how insecurity can be, some of the ways insecurities can be resolved or something around that. I don't know, but we'll come up with the next one in the next couple of days. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you again very soon. Goodbye and God bless.